Spirit has a message for you today. If this video found you, it probably isn't by accident. You see, you've been carrying a lot lately. And I know it's really heavy. Sometimes it feels like, gosh, how much longer can you carry it? And the thing is, you don't give yourself enough credit. You're a lot stronger than you think. And part of you really knows what needs to happen and what you need to do. But the fear inside you is making you doubt yourself. But the thing is, this message is here for you today to tell you that you're a lot closer than you think. In fact, you're already there. You've made it. You can put the load down. You can put it down. Just let it go. Why are you carrying things that you know you're strong enough to carry? But part of you is carrying it just because you know you're strong enough to carry it. You know? So, just because you're strong enough to carry it doesn't mean that you have to carry it all. And so, sometimes if you just put that weight down and say, I'm not carrying it anymore because I don't have to. I don't have to prove that I'm strong. I already know I am. And just because I'm strong, just because you're strong, doesn't mean you have to carry it all. And in fact, Spirit wants you to know that you're already there. You've done enough work. You've done a great job. But Spirit wants you to ask yourself this question. I got this message earlier today, and it had to come through me to you, and it's a question. It's in the form of a question. And it is, how did that make you feel? When I said all that, how much of that resonated deeply with you? Because here's the thing. I don't really know what you're going through. The truth is, I don't. I don't know who you are. You've never seen my face before. You don't know who I am. We're connected in some way through Source, Spirit, Universe, God, the infinite field that connects everything. That is true. But I've never seen you, and you've never seen me. And the thing is, if you know just enough about psychology, you understand why that resonates so deeply. Because the thing is, a lot of humans are searching for meaning. A lot of humans feel lost. They don't feel like they're certain, so they look for that certainty and that meaning, that connection. Because they're disconnected from themselves. And you might be actually disconnected from yourself. And here's what I really want to tell you about this. Is that nobody can give you the message that you need to hear, because you have to listen to Spirit or Source or God yourself. And outsourcing that to somebody else through a screen is exactly what's stopping you from hearing your own messages. That's the reason why you're lost. It's because you're disconnected from your own source, your own sun, your own guidance that is lighting the path and leading the way. And that's why you feel so lost. And if you keep on doing it, you'll stay in that loop forever. And I found myself in this loop. So, a lot of people really are hurting in some form or fashion, whether it's from love, a failed job, money problems, relationship problems. I mean, all the above, right? We're out here struggling in this world, right? And so we look for some sort of, guidance. And the fact is, anybody can manufacture coincidence when it comes down to these algorithms that show you exactly what you keep on clicking on. And I don't mean to be condescending. I'm just pointing this out. Nobody can replace that connection to God or Spirit or Source for you. You have to make that connection yourself. And when I come on here and I make a bunch of general statements, a lot of people can resonate with that. And it doesn't mean I'm any more spiritual than you. It doesn't mean that, you have to get to God through me. Because you don't. The truth is you don't. This is the same pattern that's been playing out over history for a long time when it comes to any religious thing. Let me go to the church and listen to the preacher because he knows. But today it shows up in the form of spiritual messages in algorithms and TikTok and YouTube. And it becomes so addicting because, well, our psychology, we want to search for meaning. And when somebody gives us that meaning and that certainty, that floods our system with dopamine and endorphins because we get that spiritual high. Oh, this feels spiritual, 222. I mean, you're on your phone. You're probably going to see, if I say 222 in every message, somebody's going to say, hey, it was 222. I was watching this at 222. Manufactured coincidence is not synchronicity. I hate to say it. And this is actually a message from Spirit saying that you have to make that connection yourself. I can't give you the connection to Source for you. And I keep on reiterating that. But if I make a bunch of statements that say, that feel really deep and personal to you, and I talk to you in this way, you're going to get addicted to me saying that every day. And you're going to search for meaning nonstop. And the thing is, motivational speakers, self-help gurus, spiritual people, politicians, everybody. This is this deep psychological unconscious thing that people, they do this. I mean, that's why it's happening. And I think it's very important for us to notice that and point that out to each other. But that's the biggest takeaway I can say, is that is actually the Spirit, the message from Spirit, is that you have to make that connection for yourself. So instead of watching another video and clicking on another spiritual message on YouTube, why don't you go for a walk? Why don't you get out your pad and pen and write some thoughts down? Why don't you sit quietly for 10 or 15 minutes and try to listen to what Spirit is trying to tell you right now, that only you can connect with. But the more you outsource that to somebody else, the more you're going to be looking for it. It's not outside of you. It's within you. And the only way to connect with that is to go within. So, the thing is, man, these algorithms give you exactly what you want. Exactly what it knows you're going to watch. And so once you start this pattern, you're stuck in it. And the only way to get out of it is to shut it off. Shut the phone off. Shut the TV off. Sit in quiet, sit in silence for 10 minutes, breathe. Listen to God, listen to Source, listen to Spirit, listen to the universe, listen to the infinite field that connects us all. Nobody can give you that connection to spirit. Only you can give it to yourself, and the more you look for it in somebody else, the more lost you will be. Nobody can guide you. I can't guide you. I don't know who you are. As much as I can say that I feel the energy, I can feel a lot too, but you can feel just as much as I can if you tap into it. We're all deeply psychic and connected. It just depends on how much you exercise that muscle. And if you don't exercise the muscle of spiritual, psychic stuff and listen to your feelings, then it'll atrophy, it'll die, and you'll always be looking for it. So stop searching for motivation. Stop searching for certainty, because when you dive into the unknown, you'll find something and you'll bring it back and it will be known. So if this helped you, please let me know. And if you know anybody else who's going through this, maybe ask these questions. Maybe leave in the comments, what questions does this bring up for you? Please, I would love to know. Anyways, have fun. See you later.